COVID-19. Everybody has heard about that word. Everybody knows what that word means. You see it on your cell phones, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, news feed, in CNN, Fox. Everywhere you'll see that word, COVID-19 pandemic. You know, CDC guidelines ask us to stay 6 feet away apart. We gotta wash our hands, have hand sanitizer always on us, wear masks everywhere we go. And if we get infected, we have to stay in quarantine for 2 weeks, etc., etc., and it keeps going. But here in the United States, New York Times states that almost 8.19 million people were affected by COVID-19. But right now I'm going to talk about what companies were affected, and I want to talk in one in particular, and that is none other than Walt Disney. And Disney World has been greatly affected by COVID-19. And in these past couple of weeks, almost 28,000 cast members were laid off due to this pandemic going on. You know, they had a big hit, they've been losing money, but I will talk about that furthermore in this speech. A news article, CNBC, states that 67% of those cast members were working part-time. And not only some positions, but all of the positions that were in Disney were affected. Chefs, photographers, attraction operators, housekeepers, securities, and even musicians, as myself, were laid off. And not even those people were affected, but also people on the top, which were executives and managers. And why did Disney lay off all these people? Why did they do it? Well, for most of it, it's because obviously the money. You know, according to CNN Business and CNBC, Disney reported $1 billion loss of profits in the first few weeks of the COVID-19 pandemic. That's a great loss. But after that, they stated that almost $3.5 billion were lost in the third quarter of Disney. So they had a lot of lost money, and that's why I think 28,000 employees, cast members, were laid off. But after the layoffs, Disney made big changes. The magic was totally different in the sense of hands-on experience, parades. You know, now everybody has to wear masks, even cast members and the guests that come in the parks. And reducing the capacity, they have to have, there's a system that it was stated in the Disney website that they had to have reservations to go in the park. So it's limited capacity and limited money coming in the income that's coming in. And they have to follow all the CDC guidelines. There's hand washing available in almost every corner. There's maps that say where's the nearest restroom to wash your hands. And everything's changed. The magic is just completely different from when before the pandemic happened. And according to Barron's.com, which is a weekly magazine and newspaper covering U.S. financial information, they stated that, despite of the pandemic going on, Disney won't run out of business at all. They won't, because thanks to Disney Plus and all their different media applications, they have almost 60.5 million subscribers, which is pretty good for Disney money-wise. This can be a good sign, because maybe in the future they can actually bring those employees back because they already made that much money, coming through these applications. And according to investors.com, analysts expect a 73% increase in their 2021 fiscal year. And that is a good sign for all those people, those 28,000 employees that were going through the rough times and that can't, go through being in a situation where they have lost their jobs in the most magical place on earth. So hopefully everything will change. And in conclusion of all this, I hope that in the future, many people will have their jobs back, not only in Disney, but in every other companies or any other place they like to do.